Hi everybody, so today I wanted to do a review and comparison between the Morphe 350 palettes. I actually tried filming this twice already, but I want to try and get it as short as possible because there's not really too much else that I can add to these that you guys haven't seen in other videos already, because these have been palettes that were super hyped up and popular on YouTube, and they've been out for a while. At least the original one has been out for a pretty long time now, and a lot of people have reviewed, swatched, and done videos on them. I just wanted to do a video because I do have all three of them, so I wanted to give you guys my opinion on if you need all three, and then what I think of the palettes as a whole. Before I get started on that, I do want to quickly mention, if you want to see a tutorial on this and a review on the new Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette, I did do this video already, and that should be linked off in the description bar for you guys, so you guys can go check that out. So that is for this palette. I don't know if it's still available, but I do have a link to this palette in the description bar of that video, so you guys can go check this out if you are interested in picking it up. And so now I just want to get on into the review and comparison, and I'm going to try to keep this as short and sweet as I can, because again, a lot of people have talked about these already. So I'm going to start off with price point. These palettes retail for $22.99 each, which I think is an amazing price point for the amount of shadows you get, for the size of the shadows, for overall what you're getting. I think it's a good price point. $22.99 is higher than some of the other brands that you may see, such as BH Cosmetics, other brands that have like mass market palettes that you can find like anywhere. Those are going to be a little bit cheaper, but these actually still are not expensive in the grand scheme of the makeup world. They aren't anywhere near close to like a $60 Urban Decay palette, so I think that price point for these is actually pretty good and affordable for a lot of people. Now, packaging. It comes with the standard, just generic black plastic packaging. There is no writing on this other than the Morphe logo. There's no ingredients list on the back. The actual ingredients list is on the back of the cardboard that it comes in. So this is what it comes in when it's shipped to you. And then it's wrapped with more bubble wrap and things like that. So the ingredients is on the back, and as you can see, so it's not printed on the palette. That's not a big deal for me. But if you are somebody who likes it printed on the palette so that you can have it referenced, it does not have it on the palette. Inside the box, when you order this, it does come with some bubble wrapping that keeps the palette protected within the cardboard, which I really like, because I like the fact that the palette cannot move within this cardboard, so it has less chance of breaking while it's being shipped. So I really like the way that happened, and the shipping for this was really good. It was a little expensive. I think it was like $8 or $9 for me. So it was a little bit more expensive than what I'm used to from a lot of brands. But I did have a 10% off coupon, which I will put below Kathleen's code, just so that you guys can use it if you were interested. There's so many YouTubers that have a 10% coupon, so you can use whoever's you prefer. I'll just put hers because that's the one that I used for this order since I was buying her palette. And so yeah, so you get the coupon. It comes shipped and packaged nicely. Shipping took less than a week for me to get to me, so it actually wasn't so bad. I actually really like the way that the shipping was dealt with in this company. And then again, packaging wise, it's pretty basic. There's not too much on the actual outside packaging. The only difference between the three palettes as far as packaging goes is it does have a little sticker in the bottom corner so that you can see which palette it is. I prefer that it would have had it printed somewhere on the palette, just because the sticker can come off and then it's just a pain in the butt to try and figure out which palette you're reaching for when it's just a solid black standard generic packaging on the outside. In my opinion, it's not a deal breaker, but I would have preferred it have been printed somewhere on the palette, because then it would have been a little bit more secure. I have a lot of palettes. I'm a palette hoarder, so having that little bit of differentiation between the palettes would have really helped me out when I'm going into my collection to pick out what I'm using for the day. But it's definitely, again, not a deal breaker. Inside the palette, you have your shades, and it has no mirror inside, which is not a big deal to me. They don't come with a black shade, so that is another thing. If you want a matte black shadow, these do not come with them, which does not matter to me because I have a lot of black shadows, but that is something to keep in mind. Now this is the 350M, so this is the all matte palette, and as you can see, it's all very warm browns and orangey shades, and they are all matte in this palette. There's no like slightly satin, like some companies where they like market an all matte palette, but then they have like slight satin finishes in there. That is a complete all matte, no satin, no shimmer, no nothing palette. It's just completely matte. So if that's what you were looking for, that is definitely a good one to pick up. Now this one is the original 350, which has matte and shimmer shades. You can see a lot of them are very similar, and I'll get to that in a moment. But this one has majority matte in my opinion, with a few shimmer shades thrown in there, but definitely still a good mix of colors and tones and shades. Now, the last one that I have to compare is the 350S, which is the shimmer version of this palette. Now, this one looks the most different from the other two, but again, there's a lot of overlapping colors, which I will mention in a second. So you can see this all has, for the most part, they're all either shimmer or frosty. This one definitely has a lot of frosty shades in it. So that is the type of shimmer formulation that you'll get out of this. Something that doesn't just have a slight sheen. It will definitely have a nice frost and shimmer to it. Now, do I recommend you get all three? No, I don't think it's beneficial to you or your wallet to get all three. What I would recommend you either get is pick one that you really do like, or you can do what I did and get the set of the 350M and the 350S, because of the fact that if you have these palettes already, even if you had one of these, you're gonna have so many that are duplicated in the original palette that it makes this palette not even worth picking up anymore. So in my opinion, if you had the set, or if you had one in the set of the OS or the OM versions, you don't need the original one. If you have the original one, I don't think you'd really benefit too much more from getting the OS or the OM. I think, in my opinion, that these were just targeted towards people who had specific finishes that they like to use, and this just helps them out more in making an all matte or an all shimmer palette, but it really doesn't have any variation in shades or tones to the original version. Now, if you were wondering what I meant, I have two shades swatched here. One of them is from the 350M and one is from the 350 original. And as you can see, they are exact dupes for each other. So you will see a lot of overlapping between the original and the two new versions. So in my opinion, the two new versions, you can get both of them and it'll be okay, because you're not going to have any texture or finish overlay. You may have slight tone overlay, but it's nothing as intense as you would see if you got, say, the 350M and the 350 original. In this one, you're going to have more than half the palette is going to be exact dupes for each other, and it's just gonna make it not worth it. It's gonna bring the price point a lot like higher, because you're paying for the same exact shadows. So in my opinion, either get the set or one of the new ones, or get the original, but don't get all three or two, like one from the set and the original. You end up getting too many overlays. It's not worth it. I do think that the textures of these shadows is amazing. They're definitely worth checking out and picking up, but there's not too much variation between the different versions. So if you were somebody who was intrigued because you had the original, or you picked up one of the new ones and you wanted to know if the original was still worth picking up, I don't think so. I definitely think they're good by themselves, but definitely not as like a complete set, if that makes sense. So other than that, I don't really have much else to say. I hope I kept this short enough. I wanted to give you guys enough information about this to make a good decision on which ones you wanted to pick up, if you wanted to pick up any of them. And I wanted to compare the three because I don't see a lot of videos comparing all three of them. I see a lot of videos on the set of the shimmer and the matte, and then some on the original, but I don't really see too many comparing them all together. So I wanted to give you guys an idea of that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, you can leave them in the comment section below. You can also get in touch with me along my social media platforms, so Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and my email. I will have them all in the description bar, so you guys can go check them out there. And then also, don't forget to thumbs this video up if you enjoyed it. Just lets me know what kind of videos you guys prefer to see. So if this is the style video you like, definitely thumbs it up so I get an idea from that. And then also, if you haven't already, please subscribe. It really means a lot to me. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers subscribers. That's my like goal right now. But I definitely do want to create more of a community here on my channel. So subscribing gives you the chance to see all the new videos that I post. I'm trying to post Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays now. I don't have a set time that I'm gonna post it up. For right now, I'm posting them at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. So if you wanted to check out like my videos at the time that I specifically upload them, they will be up for you guys at noon on those days. For right now, that's the time that I'm going to be uploading them, but that can change in the future. But for now, those days and that time is when I'm uploading. So if you guys want to see new videos that I come out with, definitely subscribing will help you guys with that. And then it also gives me more of an idea of like a community and what you guys like to see, and if you guys are like liking my channel and the videos that I'm putting out and things like that. So it really means a lot to me, and I'd appreciate it if you guys would do that. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling now, and I will leave so that you guys can get on with your day or check out some more videos from me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed again, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye everybody.